Hello Virgo, and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be an Astroflower reading for the coming week from the 18th through to the 25th. If you don't know anything about the Astroflower, please go down in the description below. There's loads of links. There's a link to your Astroflower itself. There's also a link to loads of other stuff, so go down there and knock yourself out. Absolutely lovely to see you here on the Astroflower. If you're not part of the Astroflower family, please do subscribe and become part of the Astroflower family. So this is the Astroflower before you. This side here on the right hand side, you have your relationships, your emotions. That is relationships in regards to couples, but also to regards to family, friends and community and that sort of thing. This is to do with your material side of life. And your jobs, your business, your projects and stuff like that. This is your inner being. This is how you sort of combine the two together. These are your karmic paths for this week, and this is how the universe is trying to influence your karmic path. So let's have a look at the emotional side of life. On your karmic path, you have the Two of Cups. So basically, love is coming in. This could be love coming in for you, but the universe has also got for you the Five of Swords. Now on the Five of Swords, you've got that person in the background there, and it might be a case of walking away from a relationship that's not really helping you out, or it's a case of not getting involved in situations with other people that do not allow you to love life. And so arguments that you probably don't need to win, or situations that you just don't need to win at, because if you do, then you're going to lose that sort of Two of Cups scenario. So sometimes it's allowing people to think that they've won just so you can continue on your path. You know, they would have won nothing in the end, because you're no longer going to be there in the future. You're going to be going down your path. So it seems to be that sort of way. Let's see how your guides are trying to influence your karmic path. So this is how your guides influence karmic path, and this is how the guides influence this conversation that is within you. So you've got Temperance and the Magician. So you have that whole idea that they are pretty much, the Temperance has got that figure of 8 between, or the infinity between the moon and the stars and the sun, and the Magician is playing with that infinity, which is within the magician themselves. So they are trying to manifest a future, a brighter future for you. And you've got to be patient about this. There seems to be, this is it, I think love is coming down the road for you. This is what it seems to be the case. Love is definitely coming down the road for you, but yet the universe is saying you've got to clear up those annoying little niggly things in order for you to, have that relationship, to be in complete and utter harmony and bliss and joy with another person. And in order to do that, you've got to have a bit of patience. So then, but whilst you're having that patience, and this is very important, if you're not doing anything, then concentrate on trying to make yourself better, or exploring yourself, exploring your beauty from within, because that's what you're going to get. If you explore your beauty from within, the beauty from without is going to also come towards you. So this is what it's saying at the moment, just turning your back away from things that just don't suit you and not going to actually provide anything for you. Let's have a look on your material side of life and just see what's going on there. Okay, so this is your finance and your jobs. Normally this is money loss, so this is not a good sign for your karmic path this week. Well, I say it's not a good sign. Sometimes it's, it is important. You've got 2 5s here, and it is important sometimes to learn how to lose. But because this is the contrast, this is the difference which you've got at the base of these 2 petals here, and definitely the base of what you've got these 2 petals here as well. You've got sort of like maybe a situation where you may feel you're locked out of the workplace, or I'd say locked out, so you haven't got a job, or you haven't got a business, or your business is not working particularly well. You don't feel right in your job and stuff like that. But the universe is actually, because you've realized this, the universe is kind of sort of saying, okay, well, look, what about this? What about that? What about this? It's offering you these opportunities, and they're bringing in those gifts for you. And the devil. So the devil is coming more and more into play at the moment as we come towards this Taurus anomaly, which is coming up. So if you haven't seen that reading, go down into our videos and have a look at it. I've done a reading for the world, for the global consciousness and stuff like that. And the devil sort of shines his light on your path. So he actually shines on lots of other things that are outside your path. So he tempts you in a way with lots of other things. And, you know, everyone likes a holiday. So it might be a good idea to investigate a lot of things around you whilst you're waiting around for the relationships to sort themselves out and get rid of those niggly little things. At the moment, on your material side, maybe it's good to look at your options. Look at what the possibilities are. Look at what you're sort of dependent upon within your material world, because your dependency on, say, like a job or business, or can actually be a weight for you and bringing you down. And what's the point doing a job or business that you don't actually have no actual interest in it whatsoever? If that's the case, then in this new paradigm, in this new world we're living, you've got to make sure you enjoy life. And I think this is a case of looking at your dependencies. And your dependencies might be holding you back. That's what it seems to be saying here with this Five of Pentacles. So be wary of how you become dependent upon things. Six of Cups at the top here. So the Six of Cups is all to do with past stuff. It's maybe someone coming in from the past. It may be the things you've done different, or things you've done in the past. And the universe is, you know, I think you're just looking backwards, Virgo. Look forwards. Stop looking backwards, look forwards. Looks forward to sort of new ideas and new possibilities. I think that's maybe this niggling problem here, which is holding you back on your relationship, and it's asking you to be a little bit more sort of patient. It's also within the material world. There has to be a change across the board by the looks of things coming in for you. Just looking at your cards last week as well, and your elements of what's going on. Obviously, you have a lot of air and earth down at your base here in these three petals here. So there's a lot of mental thinking going on and trying to position yourself in the physical world. That's the most difficult part for the Virgo throughout their entire life, you know. But you do have this passionate of this fire and air that sort of crosses this section here. And last week, you had the Eight of Wands here. So you were feeling stuck, and the universe is pushing that out the way and stopping you from feeling stuck. But as it does, you may feel like you've been shunted out a little bit, but you do have options, and it will depend upon how you look at your dependencies on everything that is around you. Four of Pentacles, so this is how you interact with the world outside you. You may seem like to the rest of the world that you're prudent, or you're a bit withdrawn, as it were, from the community. But I think that's a good thing, because you're sizing up how to actually spend your money, how to actually invest yourself into life around you. And I think that's a good thing to do this week, because there's certainly a lot of patience going on here, and a lot of reasoning needs to be done within you to look at your dependence upon your material life. But it's also to free you up from those sort of conflicts that's around you. And then you have the High Priestess right in the middle. So being completely centralized upon yourself and having yourself clear thinking, clear vision for a future. And High Priestess, she's learned a lot. She's learned a load about the spiritual side of life, and how spiritually we combine the material and the emotional side of life. It's the way it goes. Energy is nothing without material. Material is nothing without energy. It's a bit of a yin and yang sort of situation. And you seem to be seeing clearly now the future. The question is how do you put it all together? That is the question that seems to be posing for you at the moment. And it's going to take time. It's going to take, I think, because you're going to be moving into your autumn in probably a month and a half, 2 months. So you probably got another 2 weeks to make these sort of situations, changes within your life. And once you make those changes, then therefore you can go into your autumn and start implying those changes before you get into your autumn. as you apply those changes in your autumn, you can reassess it. So, but that's the science of the Astroflower. If you want to know about it more, there's links to books and stuff like that. And it'd be lovely to have you here as part of the energy family of the Astroflower. You've just got to subscribe and click that bell to get future notifications. So here you go, you've got that. So I do hope you enjoy your week, Virgo. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.